Hey campers, George here, back in the man cave. Yeah, looking at another sharp and shiny. This one, the Firebird F759m from GANZO. Yep, another GANZO. Kind of liking these guys. This one here, let's check it out. So, a couple of days ago, weeks ago, I was looking at this guy from GANZO. Now, I've looked at a couple of their knives, and this one is the G729 from GANZO. It's not from the Firebird series. This guy is the Firebird series. It's the kind of budget side of GANZO, becoming very popular, by the way. And if you look, you can see right away the box is different size. This is basically a mini version of this guy. So, let's have a closer look at it. So like I said, this is the Firebird from GANZO. And it is, this guy, it comes in, the boxes are pretty similar, except it does have the Firebird logo prominent on the box. Whereas the GANZOs just have GANZO. Huh. And inside the box, they have that little furry, well, silky bag for you to keep your knife in. Comes well wrapped. It has the information sheaths and everything in it, and it's basically the same thing, except like I was saying, it is their budget series. And here's the knife here. See that? Now, this is smaller than the GANZO one. Like I said, I was surprised because this is what I originally thought I ordered. Yeah, I'm getting old. I'm you know, slip it and click. That other one came, let me show you that so we can see the sizes here, and I'll show you why I was a little surprised. Here is this one, and here is the GANZO. You can see right away the difference in the size. There's quite a difference. A little bit different shape as well, but the blade setups are kind of the same, and the locking mechanism is different. A little bit fancy. This has the access, and this is just a lockback. Now, personally, I like a lockback. Even a liner lock I like. These access, to me, is a little bit too fiddly for me. My hands aren't as good as they used to be. I'm getting old. And by the way, I was looking at the statistics on my subscribers. Apparently, I'm not the only old guy here. Just saying. So, back to the knife. So, here it is here. And, you know, it's just a folding knife. Have a look at it. Once again, we are looking at Spyderco, shape-ish influence, I think. And if you look at this guy, it's pretty thin. And that is something that I've always struggled with, is the thin knives. Now, the problem I've had with them is on the handle, they make it nice and thin, but the edges are sharp. And it doesn't feel quite as comfortable in there. These guys, they clean up their edges really nice. And this is really, surprisingly, very grippy. It's basically glass-filled fiberglass, textured. And you can see here how they've put all the texture on it, even up here for where you're going to place your thumb on the back of the blade. And of course, that very distinctive shape on the blade with your big finger hole to pull it out. Now, I just pulled it out like this. But if you're really good with your fingers, you can do it that way. I'm not that good. I've seen people that use a finger to open it. I've never been able to do that. I've got to use my thumb. Like I said, my hands just aren't as good as they used to be. If you have a look at the blade there, it says, what do we say here? FB knife made by GANZO, the F597M, 440C stainless steel. So there you have the steel type on there. I like this. I like these knives. You know, I always looked at Spyderco and I was like, ooh, wish I could own something like that. Well, look, you see what I have. Very cool knife. I gotta say, I love these. They do a good job. The finish is good. It's nice and clean. There's no gaps or anything like that. And this is really about as basic as you can get on a knife that's a lockback. And, it's an easy lock back. It locks in there. It's not going anywhere. It takes very little to release it. I'm barely pushing down on it and releases, but yet it's locked in there tight. Very nice. And it has this here. It actually has almost like a ricasso that goes all the way up. You see that line? Kind of weird. And then you have your choil at the bottom here, which has a little piece sticking out. See how my hand sits there? The shape of the handle here, they have this for this finger, and your thumb sits right there. Surprisingly, very good grip. This is not going to move in my hand. Now, it is smaller, like I said, than the Ganzo one, but I have wide hands, and after seeing that, I thought, that really fits my hand well. This is smaller, but it's still a good fit. It fits well. The only issue I think I'm going to have is that long time use, constantly using it, I'm not sure that the handle is that comfortable for that. It feels kind of pokey. But if you're wearing gloves, it's not going to be an issue. And you know what? Most of the situations I'm using a knife in, especially at work, for my EDC work, which is what I would use this for, I have to wear gloves. It's a safety thing at work, so I find that my gloves slip. I don't think it's going to happen on this, that's for sure. Very nice. And back to that blade shape on the other side, it just has the Firebird logo. You can see it there. Pretty cool logo, very basic, very distinctive. And it does have it on the handle. And you can see it does have a clip. The clips, tight, very tight. And of course it's reversible. You can put it on this side or tip up or tip down. So they give you a couple of options on this, which is nice to see. Very nice. I'm liking this knife. Let's have a look at some of the dimensions and whatnot on it. So, open. Here we go. From the very tip to the butt, I'm going to call it 7 inches. It's a teeny weensy bit smaller, but you're looking at 7 inches. Nice size, very typical. A little bit, a lot of the knives out there are the 6, 6.5. This is a 7, a little bit bigger than your average. The blade length, open. We are going working edge, exactly 2.5 inches. So from the tip to choil here, 2.5 inches. And of course, it's just that flat grind, very clean, very nice. They do clean up their edges. So if you're thinking of striking with this, you might have an issue with that. That's not what I'm going to be using for. So nice big hole for your thumb or your finger to go in. Very nice. Okay. So what is it closed? The plot. I have to do this properly, right? Open it like that with my thumb. And then let's see if I push that lock back. It almost falls down, but we're close. It works. Closed. The total length of this thing, guess. Yeah, 4 inches. So 4 inches closed. Very nice. I have to say, it feels pretty sharp. I like this. Here's the things, just going through this, I found these things as I was going through it with you. This idea here is very cool, where you place your finger there. Now, normally I don't choke up that far, but I know a lot of people do. And the way this is designed is for you to choke right up on the blade, which gives you a lot more cutting power, especially down here. So, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking whittling. Anyway, besides that, here is, say hi to Mary. Hey, Missy. Look, she's, no. You can't go in there. No. She is just fascinated by that thing. Anyway, say hi to Mary. As I was saying, I really like this idea. And of course, they have your thumb, forget what it's called, but jimping on it. And, it's on the top of the handle here. You can see that. And along here. So you get a pretty good solid grip on it when you're pushing your thumb down. It's not going to slip off that easily. with gloves as well. And then you have this finger, you can hold it like this, and you've got jimping on there, and you can go up here, and it's got jimping both places. Very cool idea. I really like that idea. The other thing is they're giving you the options to switch things around here. And, on the clip, you can go tip up, tip down on either side. Very cool. So there you go. The GANZO Firebird. That's not right. The Firebird 759m. It's actually F759m. And this is -OR because George's favorite color for a work EDC is orange. Easy to find, and there it is. It does come in a bunch of different colors. I'll put up some samples here so you can see. Very nice knife. Now, I said it did feel kind of sharp, so we'll do it the heavy-duty test with the paper. And look at that. Wow. Look how clean that is. Oh my. Wow. That's pretty clean. Got to go with the cardboard because, why? I cut up a lot of cardboard, and look at that. It's just, wow. Okay. You ready? Here's some wood. Get ready to catch. Get in it. You catching it? Look how easy that cut through. And if you slice, look how, it's even better when you slice. If you just push through like that, it cuts it. But ideally, you want to slice. Very cool. And of course, now that I've cut wood and whatnot with it, will it still cut that paper? Let's see. Oh, I caught it wrong there. Sorry. There you go. Yeah, look at that. I don't know what to tell you. Is this worth it? Look at this guy. And you know what? Yeah, you wondering? That much. That's how much I paid for it. It's under $20. And look at this guy. The quality. I got to look more at their Firebird series. See what they got. I'll be putting links below if you're interested. You want to buy one, you want to support the channel, I'll put a link down there. Not all my links do support me. If it saves you some money, works for me. Some of the links, by the way, I get a small commission. It actually doesn't affect you, and some don't. So it's hit and miss. Personally, it's not that big a deal to me. Choose whichever one suits you. If you want to buy one, check them out. And very nice. I like this knife. Man, this is way better than I thought it would be, because I got to tell you that this one, although it's bigger and heavier and it is a great work EDC, I feel this one has more features on it. What do you guys think? Oh, the steel's different, isn't it? I can't remember. No, 440C as well. Look at that. The thing I don't like is the axis lock. Nothing wrong with it. Works great. It's just fiddly for me. Whereas this is just your good old-fashioned lockback. Clickety-clack. How about that? Wow. It does have a hole there, by the way, if you want to use it for the lanyard. You see that? Right there. Not ideal. Not ideal positioning, but I don't think it's a problem. I'm never going to put something like this on a lanyard, so there we are. The GANZO Firebird series. We got to look at this a little bit closer. At least I know I can afford these. You all be safe out there now, especially with these guys. Wow, this guy impressed me with how sharp it is. Very nice. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. You know the story. Pretty sure I'll be back again. Another sharp and shiny. Like I said, I got a couple of things. I'm so far behind on my videos, it's scary. But I will catch up and keep you hopefully entertained. Just saying. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.